Osionikod, galele jagado kohi we blevins dawadon. He jalagina kine RSU TV we gonna nu go kohig nugsko na kine jalagia de lo costi. So welcome. My name is Wade Blevins. This is Cherokee 4 here on RSU TV. Today is our 44th Cherokee lesson. So if you'll remember kind of where we were and what we were doing, we were going through a paragraph about Cherokee holiday. And it's been really interesting so far, right? I think I find it interesting the things that they, want to talk about. And so what we've learned so far is that every year in the month of September, the Cherokees get together and they celebrate the rebirth of the Cherokee Nation in the West. So that's the whole premise of what they're doing. So, and then they said that we meet on the grounds of the old Cherokee Nation Council grounds. And lots of people are there, and they raise a flag. So I think that's about everything that we know so far about Cherokee National Holiday. And of course, we looked at a picture of the first one. So that was pretty neat. I was really pleased to find a picture of the first program from 1953. All right, so we're going to continue on today. Hopefully we'll get it entirely finished. We'll finish the whole paragraph. So what I'll do is I'll read through it, and then we'll quickly gloss over what we did the last time, and then we'll continue on. So come, Idalena, talagi idiwone. Okay, so let's real quickly, we'll read the 14 little sight words that they have up here that they've included. We have tludutch, we have amage, we have agil go tlud, Katalu Godi, Ije, Di Nuwa, Ije Yusti, Eli Tom, Taluja, Woyi, Kanije Dali, Selu, Al Jesus Tomo, Damatli. Okay, and I'm just going to read the whole thing for you. Talagi ayetli unde ti skai. Sudeti yu dali du listi katlai. Ani talagi uni squala e hon. Ale dandlo skon unali anali heliga. Tatline du le hisana. Talagi ayetli ude liga. Aneha ani talagi. Talagi ayetli uweti dat dinilawig unana dii adanelai doyedidla quisto sa yawi dane dohon. Let's see, did I read that one? Did I do that one? Anyway, Dane Dohon Talagi Ayetli Katati Unina Anisaldisco Sawu Udalegi Nandane Hon He Anadagon Anadagona disco andagona disco ubo duno atalagi age huta ale ata Ani suye an suye sko zalagi ayetli gayi katogi ageya. Sonela tu sudalsko zoni Judetia sedisa Mary Catcher judoit un suye sen dalikwa jundelo quasti judel kwa sudetia dano Egohid Bacon College Judel Kwa Ale Talikwa Galalati Jundel Kwasti Na School Tlegan Judel Kwa Dulisti G Kalai Udeli Gai Didla Wyoming Do Judon Uwena se unsquistano ale undelenad aniyawia untogia ale unaja tlagi ikayi ale husky ayawia ageha ahani amayetli ideha idiyawiyai hiskineno iya ulenahi hi ana Mary Catcher hi ano na tlega jagesa daga just tanagi so ino gesa nanda neha hi ana jun squala home galjatino digatlid unagoni skon ani talagi selu juda degasada daniyo hi hoi ugo didano juda juyo tlai gatlid gati udadlosa gesoi tskoitskwa yalaskeda udali duni sedoi hi ana selu juda anigoniska gawan Leonard hi anahi unisquala hai jali juno hirgi esigi igayi adagon diskoi dali quano juena sa ig akali ajalagi. All right. So let's do our best to make our way through it. So, of course, the title says Jalagia Yetli Undeti Iskani. Right? Cherokee Nation's birthday. Then Sudeti Yud Yudali Dulisti Katla Iani Jalagi Unisquala Eho Ale Dandloskon Ani Anali Heligan Tatline Dulehi Sana Jalagi Ayetli Udeliga Aneha Ani Jalagi. Right, we did this one already. Jalagi ayetli uweti dini lawig unana dii adanela I do yitidla. This should be whole. Let me go ahead and change that real quick. Because of course it gets on my nerves whenever there's that makes more sense. Home. All right. So let's real quickly. There we go. Okay. Unsquisto se yowi dane don hon. Okay. Dane don hon means they were there. Dane don hon means they're habitually there. I mean, there's always a lot of people there. And that's true. There's always lots of people at Cherokee Holiday. Chalagi ayetli katati uni na anisali skoi. Okay, so that was the last place that we left off, right? The Cherokee Nation flag that they have, they raise it up. Here's the next one. So, I'll give you just a couple of minutes to read through it yourself. Then we'll go through it together. Okay, let's read through it together. Sagu Hudalegi Nandaneho He Anagonadisko Uwodu no Ajalagi Ageyuta Ale Ata Anisuyesco Jalagi Ayetli Ikayi Katoki Agehya. Okay, so this is an instrument. Sagu, 1. Udalegi is an item or a thing or an element. So one aspect, nandanehon, that they do, nandanehon, that they habitually do. He anna, then this here, anadagon disco is a contest. They're competing. Andagon disco, they compete. Uwoduno, and then a pretty ajalagi Cherokee agehuja girl. Ale, and, or, could be or, ata, or young woman. Okay, agehuja is a little girl. Ata is a young woman. Okay, anisuyesco, they choose. Jalaki ayetli, Cherokee Nation. Ikayi, first. Gatoki, race. or competition, ageha, woman. So this word, this gatogi, it can either be gatogi or it can be gadogi, which is like to be standing. Gatog is like racing. So it is in speaking with the different in speaking with the different speakers, fluent speakers, some of them preferred to translate it as gatoki. Some of them preferred to translate it as gadogi. Ikayi katog is like the first one to stand up. And I know in some instances that's like first place, or that's like the leader, right? The first one to stand. That means the one that leads, right? So really what they're basically saying here is one of the things that they do is they have a contest. They compete. Pretty Cherokee girls and young women compete. They choose a Cherokee Nation first woman leader, Ageha, first place woman leader, or first place woman. Okay, so this is how this speaker basically, what they're talking about is Miss Cherokee, right? Which is the ambassadorship program that we have, right? And so this ikayi katog, or ikayi gatog ageha, they're basically saying the top, the first place woman for Cherokee Nation, right? That's really what they're saying. So let's read through it one more time, okay? Sawu Yudalegi Nanda Neho He Anna Andagondisco Andagondisco Uwodunho Atalagi Age Huta Ale Ata Ansuye Sko Talagi Ayetli Ikayi Gatoki Akeha. Okay, let's read it one more time. Sawu Yudalegi Nanda Neho He Anna Andagondisco Uwoduno Atalagi Age Huta Ale Ata Ansuye Sko Talagi Ayetli Ikayi Gatoki Ageha. All right, the next one. Give you just a few minutes to read through it on your own. Okay, let's read through it together. So ne la du su dal skon zon I. Jude tia sadisa. Mary Catcher. Judoe. Unsuye se. Okay. So ne la du. 19. Sudal skon zon I. Sudal skon zon. 63. So in 1963, Judea Sadisa, in the year of 1963, Mary Ketcher, Judoit was her name, Unsuyese, they chose her. Okay, so they chose a woman by the name of Mary Ketcher in 1963. Okay, so nela du sudalsko zoi Judetia Sadisa Mary Ketcher Judoit Unsuyese. Let's read through it again. That was a pretty easy one, wasn't it? So nela du sudalsko zoi Judetia Sadisa Mary Ketcher Judoit Unsuyese. Okay? So nela du sudalsko zoi. Okay? I find it interesting that this person did the year basically the way that we do years, right? 1963, they say in 1963, and that's exactly what this individual did. So Neladu 19, Sudal Skodzoni 63, right? Some speakers prefer to say 1963. So it's just the community you come from on which one you prefer when you do years. So Neladu Sudal Skodzoni Judetia Sadisa Mary Ketcher Judoit Unsuyese. Okay, let's read the next one. Okay. I'll give you just a few minutes to read through it yourself. Okay, there's as you see, there are a lot of words in here that are very, very closely related. Okay, so it says, Dali kwa, Juna de lo kwa ste, Judel kwa Sude tia dano ego hid. Bacon College, Judel kwa Ale. Dalikwa Galelat Jundale Quasti Na School Clega Judale Qua. Okay. So Dalikwa Telequa Jundale Quasti Telequa Schools Judale Qua that she learned. Sudetia dano egohid a year, then a year egohid in length. Bacon College, Judel Qua, she learned. Ale and Taliqua Galelat Telequa Galelat upper. Jundale Quasti School, upper school. Na school, also Clega for a while. Judale Qua, that she learned. Okay, so basically they're saying she went to Telequa schools. She went to Telequa schools for a year, and then she went to Bacon College. And then for a while she went to Tahlequah Upper School, which is Northeastern State, okay, NSU. That for a while she was there. So she went for a year at Tahlequah High School, for a year in length. Then Bacone College, she went to Bacone College, and then Tahlequah Upper School, which is NSU, also for a while she went. So she went to both Bacone and NSU, is what they're saying here. Okay, so notice in English we say they went there. In Cherokee, though, when they're talking about somebody's education, or at least this speaker, when they talk about somebody's education, they say they learned there. That's where they learned, okay, that they learned, okay. Tahlequah, Jundelquah, Judelquah, Sudetiya Dano Igohid. Bacone College, Judelquah, Ale, Tahlequah, Galela, Jundelquah, Na Scrutlega. Judelquah. Okay, so you see Judelquah, Judeloquah, Judelquah. Okay, that means that she learned there. Okay, let's read through it a couple times. Tahlequah, Judelquah, Judelquah. Sudetiya Dano Igohid. Bacone College, Judelquah. Ale Tahlequah Galelat Judelquah. Na Scrutlega, Judelquah. Okay, let's read the next one. Okay, give you a couple minutes to read through it yourself. Then we'll read it together. Okay. So this says, Dulisti G Katlai, Udeli Gai Didla, Wyoming, Doju Don, Uwe say. Okay? So we're right here. Okay? Dulisti, September, G Katlai, the month. Udelika Idid, towards the west. Wyoming, Dojudon, it's called, a place called Uwenase. She went, reportedly, right? The means reportedly, right? So in the month of September, she went west to a place called Wyoming. Okay? Dulisti Jikatlai Udelika did Wyoming Dojudoa Uwenase. Dulisti Jikatlai Udelika did Wyoming Dojudoa Uwenase. Okay, let's read the next one. This one's kind of long, isn't it? Okay, so this one's kind of strange. So I'll give you a few minutes to read through it yourself, and then we'll kind of slog our way through it. Okay. So this says unijiquistano. Okay, unsquistano ale jundalenad aniyaweya untogia ale unajatugi ikayi ale husky ayaweya ageha ahani amayetli ideha idiyaweya hiskineno iya ulenahi he Anna Mary Catcher. Oh, okay. So unsquistosana, then lots. Ale chundalena, different kinds. So a lot of different kinds aniyowiya of Indians. Okay. Untogiya, they raced, they ran, they competed basically, right? They ran. Ale and okay, in this one it says unaja tlagi, and I asked several speakers and they couldn't figure out what that was. But one of the speakers says, well, to her it should be unaja tuggy, and that means like they were ahead. Okay. Ikayi, first, alehusky, to get up, the one to get up, the first one to get up. And this alehusky is what they're talking about, place. Okay, so ikayi alehusky, the first one to get up, means first place. Okay. Ayowiya ageha, first place, woman Indian is what the Ayowiya Indian, ageha woman. So first place Indian woman. Ahani, here. Okay. Ahani amayetli, here in America. Ideha, we were there. Idiyawiya, we're Indians. Hiskinano, and then fifth, place, ulenahi, she got up. She got up to fifth place. He Anna, this here, Mary Catcher. Okay? So if we read just the individual words, they kind of sound weird, right? But what they're saying is lots of different kinds of Indians ran and tried to win first Indian woman. Okay, here there were Indians here from America that were here already in America, and this Mary Catcher, she got fifth place. She rose up to fifth place. Okay, so she stood up to fifth place. Okay. So that's what this is talking about. Let's read it a couple of times here. Unsquistano ale jundalenad aniyaweya untokia ale unjatugi ikayi ale husky ayaweya ageha ahani amayetli ideha idiyaweya hiskinano iya Alenahi, he Anna Mary Catcher. All right, let's read the next one. Okay. This is a short one. Let's read it together. He ano na tlega jagesa na tlega jagesa daga chustanagi daga chustanagi. Okay, he ano, then this na tlega, past jagesa, that was, so recently na tlega jagesa. So in this recent past, daga chustanagi, she got married. So she got married recently. He ano na tlega jagesa daga chustanagi. Okay, daga chustanagi means she got married. Okay, daga chustanagi. So that's a really good word for you to know. Daga chustanagi. She got married. Let's read through it one more time. He ano na tlega jagesa daga chustanagi. Okay. Let's read through this one. I'll give you just a couple of minutes to read through it yourself. Okay. Let's read through it slow. So ino gesa nandaneha hi ana juni squala eho gal jatino digatlid anagonis goi ani jalaki selu juda degaseta daniyo hi hoi. Okay, so I have well, let's go through it and I'll talk to you about it. So eno, then another gesa was nandaneha, something that they do. Hi ana, here at this, junisquala eho, at this event. Gal chatino, then bows, then a bow, digatlid, and arrows. Anagonisco, they have target practice. They have target practice. Anagonisco means to have target practice, to shoot at a target. Okay. Ani Jalaki, the Cherokees. Selu, corn, juta. Now, juta to me means corn cobs, okay? But in this case, they're talking about corn stalks, okay? They're talking about the stalks of the corn. But I'll tell you, the word for stalk of corn is juyadinada. Juyadinada is the stalk of the corn. Juda is the cob that the kernels come on, okay? Shelu juda is corn on the cob. So in this, they're talking about, in what he's saying here, he says that they're shooting, Shelu Juda, Degasada, they're stacked up, Degasada, Juniyohi Hon, or Daniyohi Hon, they shoot at them. So they shoot at corn cobs that are stacked up, is what it's saying here. But if you've ever been to a cornstalk shoot, you know that that's not what they do. They shoot at the stalks, not the cobs, okay? But this person that wrote it, it's what it says is that they shoot at the corn cobs. And maybe a long time ago they did. I don't know. But to me, anyway, Judah is the cob, and Juyadinud is the stalk. So just be aware of that. So ino gesa nanda neha hi ana junis quala ehon gal chatino digatlid unagoni skoi anagoni skoi ani chalagi selu jeta degasita daniyo hi hon. They shoot at him. Okay? Let's read the next one. This says, Ugoditano Judah Juhyotlai Gatlid Gati Udadlosa Gesoi. Okay, so Ugoditano, then the most, Judah, corn cobs, Juhyotlai that were shot, Gatlid Gati, using a bow, or using an arrow, Udatlosa, the winner, Gesoi, will be. Okay, so Ugoditano Judah Juhyotlai Gatlid Gati Judatlosa Gesoi. So the most cobs that were shot using one arrow, Udadlosa, winner, Gesoi, will be, or was, right? Was the winner. Okay? Oops. Where am I? There we are. Let's read through it one more time. Ugoditano Judah Juhyotlai Gatlid Gati Udadlosa Gesoi. Okay, let's read the next one. I'm hoping we've just got 2 left, and I'm trying to make it all the way through. So this says, Skoit Skwa Yalaskud Udali Duni Sadoi Hi Anna Selu Judah. Okay, Skoit Skwa 100 Julaskud Yalaskud. It's quite Yalaskud, 100 feet. Udali, apart. Okay, Udali, in this case means apart. Duni Sadoi. They're placed on the ground. Duni Sadoi. Hi Anna, these. Selu Judah, corn cobs. So the corn cobs are placed on the ground 100 paces apart. Okay? Then the last one says, Ani Goniska Gawan Lenard Hi Anahi Unisquala Ehai Charlie Ju no Hyagi E Sigi Ikayi Ada Gondi Skoi Dalikono Juena Saig Akali Ajalagi. Okay? So on Goniska, they target practiced. Gawan Leonard, since they started. Gawan Leonard, since it started. He anahi, these, unisquala ehon, Yeah, this should be Unisquela Eho. These events. Charlie, Juno Hyugi. Juno Hyugi is like a horn, but this is the Cherokee word for the people with the last name Noisy. So Charlie, Noisy, Esigi, Isaac. So Charlie, Noisy, Isaac. Okay. Ikayi, first. Adagon Diskon, prize. Dalikono, and then Telekwa, Juena Saik, he lived in Telekwa. He was from Telekwa. Akali, full. Kali means full. Akali, he was full. Achalaki, full blood Cherokee. Okay, Akali Achalaki, he was full Cherokee. Let's read through this one more time. And this is the last one for this paragraph. So, Angoniska, Gawan Leonard, He Anahi. He Anahi. Unisquela Eha, Charlie, Juno Hyugi, Esigi, Ikayi, Atacondisco, Taliquano, Juena Saik, Akali, Achalaki. Okay? So it's saying he's full-blood Cherokee. So this is the paragraph about the Cherokee national holiday. So it talks about they get together on the old council grounds. They raise the flag. They have there are a lot of people there. They have a competition for pretty young Cherokee girls and young women. And then it talks about Mary Ketcher. She won in 1963. And then talks about where she went to school. She went to school for a year at Telekwa, and then she went to Bacone, and then she went to NSU, right? For a little while, it says. Then let's see. And then in September, she went to Wyoming and competed against a bunch of other Indians, and she got 5th place, right? And then it talks about shooting at corn cobs, right? And we talked about the problems there between corn cobs and corn stalks. But in this, Judah is corn cob to me. So anyway, that brings us to the end of this lesson. I hope you've found a lot of information that you find helpful. I know we went through it a little bit fast, but that's okay. You can listen to it over and over again as many times as you need. And so I just want to say, from all of us here at RSU TV and Cherokee Nation, Wadon, Chadok Sauce Daisy, Don Dago,